In a move driven by security concerns and alarming incidents involving Indian nationals abroad, Iran has officially withdrawn its visa free access, changing the way Indian travel, transit, and work overseas. Hello everyone, my name is Amit Kashyap, welcoming you to my channel Beyond Headlines. And in today's video, we break down what this sudden decision really means for you. India is witnessing a significant change in its international travel landscape after Iran decided to suspend visa free entry for Indian passport holders, a move that has prompted the Ministry of External Affairs to issue a detailed advisory for all Indian citizens. This unexpected announcement from Tehran has wide implications not only for tourists but also for job seekers, transit passengers, and Indians traveling through Iran to reach other destinations. The change will take effect from November 22nd comes in the backdrop of serious concern around the safety of Indian nationals who have been traveling to Iran under misleading promises. Over the last few months, the government of India has noticed an alarming rise in cases where Indians were being lured with false hopes, particularly assurance of lucrative jobs or guaranteed onward travel to countries in the Middle East and Europe. Taking advantage of Iran's earlier visa waiver arrangements, many unscrupulous agents convinced individuals to travel to Iran without proper documentation. What seemed like an opportunity soon turned into a nightmare for several Indians who were taken to Iran on the promise of safe transit but ended up becoming victims of kidnapping, extortion, and human trafficking. Many were held for ransom, creating a humanitarian and security concern for Indian authorities. It is this worrying pattern that pushed the Iranian government to suspend its one-way visa exemption policy for Indians holding ordinary passports. Until now, Indian travelers enjoyed short term visa free access, a gesture that was part of Iran's effort to boost tourism and strengthen regional ties. That policy is now withdrawn. No Indian traveler, whether planning a visit, seeking employment opportunities, or simple transiting through an Iranian airport, will not be allowed to enter Iran without a pre approved visa. This means every passenger must complete the full visa process before making any travel plans. Airlines have been instructed not to board passengers who do not carry a valid Iranian visa, even if the final destination is a different country. Following Iran's decision, the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi issued a strong advisory urging all Indian nationals to remain cautious and avoid being misled by agents or agencies promising visa-free travel to Iran or onward journeys routed through its airports. The Ministry of External Affairs has highlighted that Indians should verify all details with authorized sources, check official government advisories, and avoid unauthorized travel intermediaries who often operate without regulation and exploit vulnerable individuals. The Ministry of Home Affairs has highlighted that Indians should verify all details with authorized sources, check official government advisories, and avoid unauthorized travel intermediaries who often operate without regulation and exploit vulnerable individuals. The advisory also serves as a warning to job seekers, especially those who consider traveling to West Asian countries without proper employment papers, a trend that has increased significantly in recent years. The earlier visa-free arrangement between India and Iran was viewed as a positive diplomatic step, enabling a smoother cultural exchange, religious tourism, and business travel. However, the misuse of this policy by fraudulent networks has forced Iran to re-evaluate its stance. While the Iranian government has not provided detailed statistics on the number of kidnapping incidents, Indian officials confirm that several distressing cases were reported in recent months, prompting immediate diplomatic discussions between the two countries. India has also been in close touch with Iranian authorities to ensure the safety and return of affected citizens. With the implementation of the new rule, Indian travelers will now need to plan more carefully. Those intending to visit Iran must start the visa application process well in advance, and those taking connecting flights through Iranian airports should reconsider their travel routes. Visa-free transit, earlier allowed to travelers on short layovers, has also been discontinued. This means that even passengers not stepping out of the airport terminal will now be required to carry a visa if their aircraft lands in Iran for any amount of time. The new regulations will significantly impact travelers flying between India and destinations in Central Asia, Europe, or the Middle East, who earlier found Iranian airports to be convenient transit hubs. The Ministry of External Affairs has stressed that this advisory is not meant to discourage legitimate travel, but to ensure that Indians do not fall prey to exploitation. In recent years, India has seen a rising number of cases in which job seekers are duped by international agents promising attractive career opportunities abroad. These scams often involve sending individuals to countries like Iran under tourist visa, where they are then smuggled into conflict zones or held hostage by criminal groups. The Indian government has been pushing for a stronger international coordination to stop such trafficking networks and ensure safe overseas employment practices. Iran's decision also reflects the growing concern in the region over cross-border human trafficking, irregular migration routes, and the involvement of organized crime syndicates. For India, which has close cultural and economic ties with Iran, the suspension of visa-free travel is a setback, but also a necessary step to prioritize the safety of its citizens. Indian authorities have made it clear that the relationship between the two nations remains strong and that this decision is purely a security measure rather than a diplomatic strain. For now, the immediate focus remains on awareness. The government has advised all Indians to rely only on official travel portals, authorized recruitment agencies, and verified information from embassies or consulates. People who plan to visit Iran for tourism should ensure that they have a proper itinerary, valid accommodation bookings, and all mandatory documents. Those considering travel for employment must verify the legitimacy of job offers and follow the due legal process through India's e-migrate system. As global travel evolves and new safety challenges emerge, the Indian government continues to update its advisories to protect citizens abroad. The suspension of a visa-free entry by Iran serves as a reminder that even seemingly convenient travel policies can carry hidden risks when exploited by criminal groups. With these new rules in effect, Indian nationals must adapt to the updated visa recruitments and prioritize their personal safety. This development marks a significant shift in India-Iran travel procedures, but with responsible planning and awareness, Indian travelers can continue to explore Iran safely once the proper visa processes are followed. Until then, the Ministry of External Affairs advisory stands as an important reminder that vigilance is not just a precaution, it is a necessary in today's global travel environment. You are watching Beyond Headlines. This is Amit Kashyap signing off. Stay informed, stay aware, and I will see you in the next update. Thanks for watching.